In this video, I want to look at farming. So the website is app.pulsex.com, and you'll connect up to your wallet. Look. So farming is a way to get the incentive token. So let's have a look, and I'll connect to approve that. Switch to Ethereum chain. Now we're in Ethereum chain. We've switched over the network to Pulse chain. So let's have a look on MetaMask. Takes a while to load. Okay, here we go. Pulse chain. We've got some Pulse there. Now we can't see any other token. So the first thing you want to probably put in is PulseX. So go to this trade, choose PulseX here, click that, and this is how you add PulseX. Okay, add token. Right. What else do you want to add? Hex. Hex is another one you want to add. So that's the hex. This one here, hex from Ethereum, is the rep hex. So the native one is this one. So this is how you can add hex to the Pulse network. Okay. So you notice we are now on Pulse network. We've just switched across. Oh, there's another one. Okay, see, this is how you switch with Ethereum and Pulse. Okay. So, what else do we want to add? If you want to add the ICOSA network token, for example, Hedron, you just go to app.icosa.pro, click on this little icon here, Hedron, and you can add it this way as well. Similarly, if you want to add ICOSA, you click this, and that's how you can add it all in. So what I want to show you is the farming. So recently, I did a provide liquidity with hex from Pulse chain and also hex from the Ethereum chain. So I pair it up. But for some reason, Richard has taken that pair off. They have, Richard has actually, ended that liquidity farming pair for some reason. So, and it looks like I've got a whole heap of incentive token now. So I need firstly to harvest that. Oops, at Hedron. So let's harvest this. Go down here. Okay, that's done. So then I need to remove. I think it has already been removed. Unstake LP token. Okay, let's unstake it. So when you provide liquidity, you get this LP token, and then you stake it to get the INC token. So we're now going backwards in this. What I'm showing you is trying to go backwards, so we can release our hex from our ETH chain and also our Pulse chain. And then with the incentive token, I want to do another pool between incentive token and PulseX. So we'll go through how that is done. Okay, confirm. Okay, let's approve this transaction. We've unstaked it. Okay, now we need to remove that liquidity for that eHex PHEX pay. So this is the one. So it's only after you remove the liquidity, the hex on both chain will be released back into into your wallet. So let's remove max, enable that. Click this little arrow and you can sign the transaction, and I click remove, confirm. Okay, it's done. So that's gone now, and we should be able to see that on our MetaMask. The 2 version of Hex. Oh, looks like there's only 1 version here. That's okay. We'll add them in. This one, the hex, the wrap hex, the one from Ethereum. Add token. Let's go back in, and I've got the 2 version of hex. What I want to do now is let's look at the live pool that's still available for us to do some yield farming. So the one that I'm interested in is this one here, INC PulseX. So let's click into it. First, I need to enable the farm. So I don't actually store anything on the MetaMask native wallet. So we only use MetaMask to connect our hardware wallet. And that's obviously the best option. Ooh, spending cap. Ooh, might as well use default. Okay, go next. Approve. Coming up, sign transaction. So that's the first step. So that's hopefully it's not too expensive at the moment. Let's have a look at this. This is the website I want to show you, pulseburn.com. So you can see the price for Pulse and PulseX incentive token here. And down here you can see that, ooh, the bridge is mostly clear, 99.4%. Validator, we've got, how many validator now? 24.4% APR. That's great. Oh yeah, the gas price is here. This is sending a PRC20, sending Pulse 2 cents, doing a swap 27 cents. Much cheaper. And those are very useful links here. That's the bridge, that's PulseX. You can scan your transaction here, learn all about here, pulsechange.com, and do the swap here. So all those are a very useful transaction. Okay, let's go back here again. This is the pool I'm interested in. Still going. Okay, so it's got 493.06% APR. But you do want to understand impermanent loss. So to learn all about it, I would suggest go to YouTube and type in. There's a nice video here called impermanent loss. Impermanent loss. Okay, here we go. This one here, the one with the animated and examples. So that's a nice one to understand what risk there is in this lesson. Do this. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, let's and then the next thing is we have to enable both pair here. So both enabling the PulseX and also the incentive token. So let me just unlock my hardware device. Let's enable Pulse X first. Use specs, goes down here, approve. And approve it on your hardware device. And come back here, MetaMask, and oh, okay, enable in INC. So you need to enable Pulse X and enable INC. Okay, that's another transaction to sign. So by adding liquidity, you earn 0.22% of all trade on this pair. So we go max here, next, approve, review and approve, accept and approve. So it's enabling now, the INC. Okay, it's done. Then you need to supply these, this pair. So confirm supply. That should pop up on your MetaMask again. There's quite a lot of signing, quite a lot of steps to provide liquidity. But what I see is, I mean, you don't have to do all these. I mean, this is, and there is risk obviously with impermanent loss. So this is a little bit like be the money exchanger, you know, where you get a cut on percentage of the trade when it happened. So you get rewarded for providing liquidity. You know, it's like owning the company, the money exchanger company, in a way, and you get something for it. You might end up getting more of the pair that is have lesser value, but you only realize that loss if you remove liquidity. So okay, now you need to obviously add this to your MetaMask, this PLP token, which is the liquidity token. So the ratio can go back and forth. I mean, it's really good if the price is, goes up and down within a certain range. But if it goes too far up or too far down, you could end up with a lot of one of the pair, and that one pair, that particular one, could be of lesser value. So that's the risk. But in the process, you're earning this INC token, which, who knows what the value is. People could dump it and and be not worth much, but it could have value in the future. Who knows? So okay, well, and then once you've done that, then you go into this. So let's have a look. Oh, here we are. Now I've got LP 4,829 INC-PLSX LP. So I don't have to do anything if you don't want to. You could just hold on to these, but there's no point holding on to it if you're not going to earn an incentive, the INC token. By just holding it, you're not going to earn the INC token. So all you have, as you can see, is that I've got this PLP token now. So the way you then put it in the farm, so this is farm, okay, farm, okay, there you go. Now, which farm are we looking at? INCPLSX, which is this one here. Oops. Not that one. That one. Okay. So we want to stake our LP. So stake the maximum, which is all that. ROI, don't worry about that. You know, like that can be misleading. You know, like it's if you click into here, it tells you, okay, 1 day you're gonna get this much, 1 year you're gonna get this much, but that 400% is variable. It can come right down. You know, so really you should look at 1 day and then divide this by 2. So you know, you probably get about $3.50 a day. You know, like that's a bit more realistic. You know, like this 1 year, it just looks, you know, way too much. Yeah, you're not gonna. It's not gonna happen. It's not a constant rate of return. So let's confirm that. So we're staking our LP token. MetaMask is slow. It's actually good to just record down, you know, what the price of incentive token and PLSX token when you're doing this, and also how many you've provided into the pool, so that you've got a record. So at the end of the day, you could then look at it and say, oh, what actually happened, and what sort of yield you're getting. Oops, looks like my laptop is about to die. I just gotta get the power supply, plug it in. Okay, that's better. Now let's confirm this transaction. Confirm. Come on. Okay. Right, so if you look at the asset now, you would not have any more PLP token left. It's gone. And now you just have a look here. You can see that you've got these staked. Okay, so you find that I think every minute this would tick over and show you how much INC token that you earn. So it's pretty cool there. Here we go. So if you wait a little bit, and you can come around here and harvest at any time, you know, if you want to do something with INC. But if you're not going to do something with INC, you don't need to harvest it. So it's quite good. You know, every minute I think it just accumulates. So that's called yield farming. You know, I think this is one type of gardening we can do, one type of farm we can start. You know, like this first one is obviously the biggest, Pulse X and Pulse. I think it's probably a no-brainer, that one. Probably the lowest risk. The one with the stable coin, I would be very careful because it's got the highest APR, but then, you know, you might end up selling all your pulse to die, and you know, so yeah, the stablecoin one has the highest yield, but be careful. Yes, so that's that one there.